Yeah.
This only raised more questions. If Dane didn't have a phone, how did he place that first call?
Well, if I'd had a phone, I probably would have.
Oh, you said he didn't have a phone?
Yes, sir.
And if he was really responsible for Stephen's death, why would he alert the police while still at the scene with the body? It was clear he wasn't being truthful from the very beginning. To dig deeper, detectives turned to a local resident named Beth, a friend of Stephen's. They hoped she could fill in the blanks. And what she revealed turned the whole case upside down. She said she saw William hit Stephen that night.
Weston punched him in the face, but hard enough that where he went down, but he didn't stay down. He got right back up. And I'm like, what?
Who hit who in the backpack?
Steve hit Weston with the backpack because he had the backpack on. Yeah, he swung him. He had the backpack on his shoulder, and he swung it at Weston. And then it was a good 2 minutes before I saw Steve was there.
It all started with an argument over a backpack that spiraled into something violent. According to him, Weston had knocked Stephen down several times and brutally beaten him. But Dane insisted he didn't kill Stephen, that when it was all over, Stephen was still alive. If that was true, then what exactly happened next? And what was Dane hiding? Because as investigators soon learned, Stephen wasn't just some stranger, he was Dane's cousin. That detail alone poked more holes in his story about simply finding a body by the road.
Were you outside the whole time?
Yeah, maybe 5 minutes this time. Long enough to smoke a cigarette.
She said one of the people who lived there, his name's Justin. He wasn't at the residence at all that night. So obviously he didn't see anything. But she mentioned that Billy was there, but that he stayed in the house the entire time and he didn't see anything.
Billy, get your out here now!
There's still one more in this house, supposedly, that won't come out. He ain't coming out for a reason. You see something? Yeah, a door. Hey, whoa! Hands up! All the way, keep him up. Turn around.
Go ahead.
Turn around.
Billy was already well known to local law enforcement, and he even had an active warrant out for his arrest. What made things even more suspicious was that his home was located right near where Stephen was killed. Billy's house was already well known to police because of all the drug activity going on inside and around it. In fact, it was basically a meth house.
Sheriff's office! I got a door right here. We're gonna need another one.
A lot of times when you're dealing with people that may or may not have witnessed a crime or something take place, and they've...
25, y'all get over here for a second. Wake up, dude. We fell out on him. Wake up, dude. Billy. Billy. Wake up, dude. What is this? Oh, what are you doing? Trying to get you awake.
And they've faked injuries to not have to go out to the sheriff's department to speak with you.
Eventually, Billy was brought into the interrogation room. During questioning, he gave police information that backed up their initial findings.
Let's start there. You went outside to smoke a cigarette last night. About what time?
I could look at my phone and tell you. I called Justin to let him know that me and Weston, Steve, and some other dude have been hanging out in your yard. Come on pills, I think, and I don't know how long they've been here.
Based on Billy's statements and the evidence, he was cleared from the suspect list. His call with Justin even helped police put together a clearer timeline of what really happened. Now, all signs pointed to just one person, William. But he wasn't talking, and there was no way to get him to open up in an interrogation. So, investigators turned to monitoring his jail mail and his jail phone calls. The only thing they still needed was a confession.
I mean, what does the law say about, you mean, it just being a fist fight and being an accident? You didn't intend to do that. I wasn't even intending to fight him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This was William's first admission. Eventually, he agreed to talk and confess everything, but only under one condition. He wanted the interrogation to be handled by Captain Richardson. William's father had known Richardson from past experiences when the captain worked on one of his cases, and because of that, William trusted him.
Weston wanted to tell me his side of the story. He decided he began to tell me that, Stephen McQuay actually attacked him first.
I didn't know how to react, man.
Okay. Well, that makes a little more sense.
Detectives then pieced together the details and built a theory of what had really happened that night. According to their reconstruction, it all started with two drunk friends who ended up fighting over a backpack, likely one that contained pills. The argument quickly spiraled out of control. William beat Stephen badly, kicking him in the head and stomach multiple times. The blows ruptured a tumor on Stephen's liver, which ultimately proved fatal. Believing he might have killed his friend, William panicked. In a desperate attempt to revive him, he injected Stephen with methamphetamine, but it was too late. The case went to trial, where the prosecutor laid out all the evidence, the injuries, the testimonies, and William's own confession. His admission about injecting Stephen with meth to wake him up was especially damning. In the end, the jury found William guilty of manslaughter, along with second-degree murder. In March 2021, 2 years after Stephen's death, he was sentenced to 10 years in prison. But in May 2022, he was released on parole. While investigators were relieved to give Stephen's family some closure, there was still a deep sadness. A man's life had been taken in such a needless and brutal way.
The uncle, the dad, the grandpa.
No matter what happened between us or in our relationship, that I've always loved him and I've always wanted him to be my father.